Hi everybody, welcome to Jin's Wall Street News. According to the S&P Global US Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index increased from 51.2 in January to 52.7 in February, revised up from 51.6 in the preliminary estimate. The U.S. Census Bureau reported Monday that construction spending fell 0.2% in January from a month ago. Atlanta Fed's GDPNow estimates U.S. real GDP growth at minus 2.8% for the first quarter 2025. 10-year Treasury yield falls to 4.14% as investors are concerned over negative GDP growth in the first quarter. For the US stocks, S&P 500 fell 1.76% and the Nasdaq Composite tumbled 2.64% Monday. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company Limited announced its plans to invest $100 billion in the US on Monday. According to the S&P Global US Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index increased from 51.2 in January to 52.7 in February, revised up from 51.6 in the preliminary estimate. Chris Williamson, chief business economist at the S&P Global, said, quote, although manufacturing production grew at the strongest rate since May 2022 and new orders increased at the best pace in a year, there is much to suggest that this improvement could be short-lived. Production and purchasing were often buoyed by companies and their customers building inventory to beat price hikes and supply issues caused by tariffs, unquote. The U.S. Census Bureau reported Monday that construction spending fell 0.2% to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of $2,192.5 billion in January, from $2,196 billion in December, up 3.3% from $2,122.2 billion in January last year. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta, GDPNow estimates U.S. real GDP growth at minus 2.8% for the first quarter, down from minus 1.5% on February 28, updated based on the manufacturing PMIs and construction spending data. 10-year Treasury yield decreased as Chris Williamson said that the recent improvement in manufacturing could be short-lived, and construction spending fell 0.2% in January. Then the yield moves down further as GDPNow estimates minus 2.8% GDP growth in the first quarter. For the US stocks, S&P 500 fell 1.76% and the Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 1.48%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq tumbled 2.64%. Big tech stocks fell on Monday as investors are concerned over negative GDP growth in the first quarter and the AI digestion. Shares of Nvidia tumbled 8.69% and most of the US chip stocks also fell. Dan Niles, the founder of Niles Investment Management, said in a post on X, quote, from a stock market perspective, while I expect a bound on Friday from near oversold conditions at their worst levels intraday could continue near term, I still expect an AI digestion phase by mid-year. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company Limited announced its plans to invest $100 billion in the US on Monday. TSMC CEO C.C. Wei said, quote, "We are now happy to announce we are going to invest additional $100 billion in addition to our current $65 billion investment in Arizona. We are going to build 3 more new fabs and another 2 very advanced packaging fabs, and most important, an R&D center also in Arizona. For this early investment, $165 billion is going to create thousands of the high-paid jobs, and we are going to produce many chips to support the AI's progress and to support the smartphones' progress." Okay, this is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.